So, hello everyone. So today we will continue to create the Coop mission. And as you might remember, I still need to script the last AI. And therefore, I'm doing this now. So I've also got the editor open, because I forgot where I hid some resources. So I'm using this one on my second screen. And now I just need to think about where I should build like military buildings. So we should build one at 105. So, well, let's call them shady traders. So we need a barracks at 105, 18. Well, let's build a watchtower up here. At 116. And maybe a barracks here. And we should probably build a barracks here as well. I'm not sure, the AI will probably destroy some of those buildings. So let's build those buildings. And I think I forgot to change the starting goods, so I need at least some basic productions. So let's increase game speed. So if the AI occupies 104.13, then it should build an iron mine at 104.13. And it should build another iron mine at 102.15. So, and now I have the problem that I should build like 2 mines here. But I have to wait until those are really occupied. So let's go for the buildings on the right. Oh, I'm not sure if I wanted like 2 mines here. So this should probably be a guardhouse. So when we occupy like 97, 26, we should build an iron mine at 99.20. And one more iron mine at 98.23. And we should probably build a guardhouse at 99. $31. So let's wait for this watchtower, which should be built last. So I'm occupying this building later because I need to know which area this guardhouse occupies. So when we occupy, like, what's that? 99. When we occupy 99.38, we want to build like a coal mine on 96.32. And we want to cross this river. So we build another guardhouse at 99.38. So it should look somewhat like this. So this one occupies 123. $25, and then we build like, so what resources do we have? We have iron. So we want an iron mine at 119. 18. And we want a coal mine. Oh, I forgot to write 119. And we want a coal mine at 122. 24, and another coal mine at 123. 25. So now let's occupy this watchtower. So as soon as we occupy like 112.8. Now we want to build like lots of mines. So we have a coal mine at 115.11. A coal mine at 107.8. Another coal mine at 108.7. Another coal mine at 110.7. And another coal mine at 115.11. So, oh, I forgot that the AI should expand further into this direction. So we want a military building at 116.32. So probably something like this. And now let's wait for this event. Okay, which now is like 97.54, 45. Oh, and I think we will just build like a guardhouse. Nothing else to do at this point. So when we occupy 116.38, we will just build the barracks. So as you see, this is quite time consuming, so you might understand why I really don't like doing this stuff. But it's necessary. So I don't want two events at the same time. Just for now, because I need to check. Oh great, we can build the barrack, the fortress. So if we occupy 91.48, 91.48, we build the fortress at 91.48. And we should probably build a watchtower down here as well, so 99.52. And let's see what we can occupy with this building. It's also like a quarry, so I have some wares. So let's see, we still need to get a bit south, but we should build like a guardhouse here now. So when we occupy 116.45, we will build like a guardhouse. At 116.45. Oh, 44. So when we occupy 115.51, we build a watchtower at 115.51. So if we occupy 92.55, we build a fortress at 92.55. And the watchtower at 160. Since I allow the AI to build like whatever it likes to build, it will probably also occupy this area later. But for now I really don't care for it. Well, let's move these to different events. Because maybe this fortress is finished before this watchtower. It should not happen, but it could happen. So just to make sure, I'm splitting up these events. So, and when the AI occupies, let's say 159. And 59, it should build a fortress at 110.59. And the gold mine at, well, I can't really read it. I think it's 113.59. It should look something like this. How can the AI occupy it from the other side as well? Yeah, probably. So let's move this event to actually 113.59. It should work just as good. And if the AI occupies 93.63, it should build a fortress as 93.63. But well, we should also build more, because now the AI finally finished all their buildings. So we can have like a mill in the bakery. At, for example, well, let's take like 165. Well, I don't care for mills actually, so let's build a brewery. And let's build a well, because it really doesn't matter. And a farm at 104.58. Farm at well, let's take 103.53. A farm at 102.55. 45. So, and when we occupy, like, oh, I can't read as well. So it's 113.64. $113.64. Let's build a gold mine at 113.64. And let's also build like 2 gold mines. 2 mints. Like 116.55 and 118.53. So we still need to continue building this stuff up here. We have a brewery and stuff like that. But since we now should have enough mines and stuff like that, we can build like 4 iron smelters and 4 armories. So let's try, no 5. So let's build them. So an iron smelter at 112.19. 113.16. And then we build like, oh, I decided to build the opposite way. So let's build an armory first at 109.13. And another one at 109.18. And we should build like, oh, why not here? An armory at 106. Another iron smelter at 105.31. Well, let's build another armory maybe here. So at 119.30. With an iron smelter at 118.32. And well, why not here? 113.28. And the last iron smelter I need is 112.30. So that's how I'd like to script AI 5. So let's start. We want to disable all buildings in the beginning. We need to enable. We need to enable BLD barracks. And we need to enable the watchtower. And we add the barracks. This spot. At this spot. And last but not least, also at this spot. And then we add a watchtower. At this spot. So, this should be the initial building stuff. We are not adding wares for the AI right now, but I also want to make sure that this AI has enough resources. So AI 5 should for now have at least 50 boards and 50 stone, which should work fine. And I just need to translate all this to such a script. Great, I like it. So else if P4, no, P5. And I said I don't want to script AIs that heavily anymore, but I think it helps creating a pretty hard perception of the game. So what should happen? Well, if you encounter this, what we should build iron mines. So let's enable iron mine as well. Oh well, no, I won't. I will only enable them if I need to build them, so just to make sure. This might be double enabling, but should work fine. And now we only build like iron mines, that's great. At 104.13, at 102.15. So we got that going. Now up to the next. So let's see what should happening. We got iron mines. So it's nearly the same. At 99.20. And 9823. And we built the guardhouse. At 9931. And next event, yay. So this is really tedious work. I really hate it. But it should work fine. So we are building a coal mine and guardhouse. So coal mine at this position. And the guardhouse at this position. I copied a bit much. So what are we doing? Iron mine, yay. So where's my first iron mine? There. So 119. Next is coal. But this time we are building 2. And then we build the barracks, and since barracks are enabled from the beginning, we don't need to do anything. Because this time I don't have to ensure that the building is enabled. So that's done. On to the next step. Well, I can place it just there. And then I have a bit less work. Great. So what are we building? Oh, we are only building coal mines. Great. Like, I think it was 5. No, it's 5. Okay, so we got these coal mines as well. Now, a simple event follows with only guardhouse. I think it's the same coordinate, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Great. Same for the barracks. Barracks are enabled from the beginning, so no need to enable it. So what should we build? Fortress and watchtower. So as by this example you should now understand why it might sound good in the beginning to have a heavily scripted AI, but it's just lots of work, and the AI might not do what you'd like it to do. So yeah, always need to keep this inside, in mind, not inside. So 116.44. Oh, I already got that one. I think it's a watchtower, isn't it? Yeah, it's a watchtower. So let's copy this one. And let's add another else branch. Oh, it's for the fortress. And another one for watchtowers. So only 2 branches missing. So we should build a fortress. At 159. And we should build a gold mine. At 113.59. So, what should it be? Well, let's first do this one. I like this one much more than the last big one. So, 113.64. Oh, I forgot something here. And we should build like a gold mine. And we should enable the mint building. I really hope that this just magically works without needing any tweaking. I still have to move all these events to, well, real events, which are saved in the save game. Because if I don't do this, the AI will try to do the same after it has been attacked, or buildings won't be enabled anymore, stuff like that. So that's the reason why I still have to move it to events, but that's only important if you use save and load, which I won't do yet. Also, I find it pretty hard to test saving and loading because, well, how could you know if something doesn't work if you don't even know what should be happening? So that's pretty hard. So yeah, the brewery, just to make sure. So I don't think this is really required to let the AI build like a brewery, but I think it's better to make sure, because I think the AI would build it anyway. So it shouldn't be that important to do, but... So we have a well, now we had like farms. And we had like 3 of them. Because I think the AI is probably aware of how many mines it has. And depending on that number, it builds other buildings as well. Or at least tries to. And now we enable the armory. And we will build 5 of them. So 1. 2. 3, 4, 5. And now we do, oh, never forget to change these values as well. And now we do the same for the iron smelter. No, not iron mine. Iron smelter. And 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. So, now this AI should probably do what I'd like it to do. Let's give those shady traders a name. And I forgot I wanted to change something, but I really forgot what I wanted to change. Damn. Alright, I wanted to enable more buildings for the AI player, because it should build like, should be able to build like a mill and a bakery as well. So let's try it out. Well, first try out if my script is still running, or if I broke it. Well, no bad message so far. So we still disable it. So let's see how this is going. Oh, I think I failed at this point. I mean, this is looking good, but probably at player res. Oh, I'm always clearing resources, even if I don't add anything. So let's add more res. Oh no, I copied too much. So, player 5. Well, he gets like... Well, he doesn't need any wood. So let's add the default minimum amount, 50-50. Same will go for food later. They get like 50 helpers. They can have like 16 miners, although they don't need that many. Or they can have like 5 bakers and 5 millers, 10 farmers. Five iron founder, minter, armorer. Well, let's add some builders, some planers, some geologists. Well, it should start with some soldiers at least. So say it doesn't need a scout, so this should work fine. So let's try it again. So now we have builders. Let's see how this is going. Well, it's still building like funny roads, but whatever. Okay, whatever this building is about. That's probably another barracks. And that's certainly not where I'd like you to build a barracks. It shouldn't have been a barracks, it should have been a guardhouse at 116.20. Did I forgot to change that? Yeah, so this should have been a BLD guardhouse and BLD guardhouse should have been enabled from the beginning. So no need to re-enable it down here all the time. So let's retry. Still thinking about changing this area up here so the AI won't build like a military building there. I mean, they could just place like a tree there. Oh. Or like swamp area. So now this should hopefully work better than before. I mean, building those mines worked quite fine so far. Although those roads look pretty funny. It's okay. Well, I'm still keep this one and just have to check if this breaks anything. Whew, strange roads, strange roads. Okay, AI. I mean, you could just connect those two roads and could just connect these, but I think the AI always tries to not connect to a military building to keep those roads separated. So that's the reason why sometimes these roads look pretty funny. Oh, now I know why I shouldn't let the AI build like this building. Because this will certainly block off my... I've placed some buildings up here. Well, let's just see if this is working at least remotely as expected. And I think it's also missing like a coal mine here, isn't it? Should have built like 3 up here. So 111.9. Somewhere here. Because I think I set it to 112.8. Oh no, I did not. So just let me check. So I think it should be this one with all these coal mines, which occurs at 112.8, which is there. And now we build a mine at 115.11. Yeah, that is this one. 107.8, 108.7, 110.7, and 115.11. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, it should have been 111.9 probably. So that's debugged. Oh, what is the AI doing now? Is it building like towers? Okay, the AI is not doing what I'd like it to do. So this looks pretty messy. But I hope that I still get the building count I'd like to have it in the end. I just hope this doesn't break my script. Because I think this one just broke my script down here. Because this should have been like a watchtower here, which now just is a guardhouse, which doesn't occupy the spot up here. So I sadly need to change the map. I can't let this happen. So let's just make it a bit more Morrissey. So something like this. So now this should no longer happen. At least I hope so. Because there shouldn't be a route. And it doesn't look so bad. Well, let's keep the rest as it is. Oh, the script might even still work. Because the AI occupied this spot and should build like... Oh no, it's only building like a guardhouse. Okay, well let's try again. Changed map. So maybe I need to try out something else. So after those construction orders, I should be able to disable these buildings. And only when those other events occur, I should enable those the AI really needs. So it's like a switch. Enable building that the AI built, disable building. Not sure if that would work. So yeah, now we get the right amount of coal mines. Okay, so now it builds like watchtowers there, which isn't ideal, but shouldn't break anything. So let's hope, fingers crossed. So let's really hope that this is my guard watchtower. Because it's quite crucial that the AI builds a watchtower here. Which it doesn't seem to do, does it? They only built a guardhouse. Did I maybe fail? So it should be 97, 45, something like that. It should be like a watchtower. Come on, stop it for a moment. It should be like a singular watchtower. So where's 160? That's somewhere down here. So there. So where's 115, 51? 115? Okay, so that's the watchtower over here. Oh, 9745? I built a guardhouse there. And that's correct. Well, let's just press lots of Control Z until I have my list back. What I wrote on 9745. So 9745. I said guardhouse, okay, so Guardhouse should work fine. Let's see. Let's just see if this remotely works as expected. Although the AI does things however it likes to. Well, it's building a fortress up here, which is okay. But I think anything else is just rubbish. And now it won't build a fortress up here, I think. AI, you are doing bullshit. Okay, well, let's try those switches. So... I mean, let's just put in disable all buildings after this one. Always, so this should hopefully work better then. So we enable the guardhouse, disable guardhouse. Although this might be a bit rough to just disable all buildings. Oh, it's the wrong AI. Oh, I don't need to disable mines, but this guardhouse. So, before any military building is built, enable it. And after it's built... Oh, well, I should disable it. Because I don't want to re-enable the iron mine all the time. So let's just go for... Or should I? Well, let's try it with disable all buildings, since I'm always enabling buildings before I disable them. Oh well. Oh yeah, well, I'm doing it. So we build a coal mine, have enabled the coal mine, we enable the guardhouse, build a guardhouse and disable it. We enable the iron mine, enable the coal mine. Oh, we build also a barracks. And we disable all buildings. We enable the coal mine and disable all buildings. We enable barracks. Build a barracks. Well, it's a guardhouse. And disable guardhouse. Enable guardhouse. Disable guardhouse. Disable those buildings. Enable. Disable. disable, 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 disable. So since this one is the last one, we will just re-enable everything. So let's see if this helps scripting the AI, or if it just breaks everything. Oh, so it can't be in the same at the same frame. So this isn't working. So I can't do that one, sadly. So I only need barracks in the beginning. So well, let's just disable it here. So I forgot how that function is called. Probably disable building. Yeah, great. So we do disable building, and we'll disable the BLD barracks here. It's funny that you can... Oh, I think the AI processes those events later. So whenever this happens, we should have reached a point where we can just... Oh, we need another construction order for barracks. We're building 2 barracks? Damn. Why am I building a second barrack? Well, anyway. Oh, I'm building even more barracks. Well, whenever one of those events occurs, I will just disable the barracks. And hope for the best. So let's try again. come on. What? Oh, I thought you couldn't connect this road anymore. That'd be funny. So there's a slight chance that TIA just completely fails. So let's hope the best. Oh, I should probably give this AI some peck donkeys. Shouldn't I? Well, now instead of a barracks, it's building a guardhouse up here. And as you can see, without the script I wrote to ensure the AI has a specific amount of wares in stock, it would completely fail because it's now just building like watchtowers here, two next to each other, which is absolutely insane. It doesn't help anything. But let's just see how many buildings we get in the end. I mean, with this ensure minimum wear script, I can also make sure that the AI will have some beer. But let's just see if we can... I will just let this one run now and see if we can finally get those fortresses up here. And... yeah. I really dislike this building down here as well. Because I think this guardhouse just breaks stuff. But let's see. Let's just let the AI play with its lovely roads. Maybe I should place like a tree there, because then it wouldn't even be able to build such a road. And since it's the same thing the last time, let's just do it. Yeah, this one is finished before this one. But this should still be like a watchtower, shouldn't it? Or did they only build like guardhouses here? Phew, I forgot it. But anyway, let's see. Anyway, those other scripts are working just fine. These harbor blockers are also working great. $98.52. Did I build something there? $99.52 should be a watchtower. So yeah, I should have been building like a watchtower here, which it sadly didn't. So maybe we can make that spot to a large building spot instead. So this should be this one, shouldn't it? Yeah. So 98.52. Let's try to build the watchtower there. Maybe this works. And now he's building like a... Because this guardhouse doesn't have the range to fully occupy that. Oh, and now he's building the roads here. Oh my god. Oof, AI. Yeah, because he didn't connect that road. Instead, now it's all running on this really ugly road. Oh, lovely. But it doesn't look like I've planned it. Not even remotely. But in fact it does work. It's also said that I can't increase the game speed anymore. That's actually a bit further than I've expected. And now seeing this, I'm not sure if you can build fortresses that close together. So maybe I will model this area to a bit like something larger. Oh, please don't tell me you're building a military building here. Oh, you are. Oh, come on. I really can't have those military buildings, because they would probably block this harbor spot. But I don't want to use like... Alright, now I should have like lots of iron smelters and mines and stuff like that. So the AI is actually building lots of things. And we don't have enough builders. But well, stuff is happening. The AI still didn't build any flags here. And it is at least somewhat looking like I'd like it to. So we should have more builders. It's interesting that the AI builds so many wells, but does it also build so many like mills and bakeries? Well, it looks like it's doing what I'd like it to. I've got like at least 5 iron smelter. 5 armories. Oh no, I've got even more. 6. 6 armories. 7? Okay. That's interesting. Maybe even more. But yeah, I didn't build any mills and bakeries. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. It even built its own brewery, ignoring mine. Well, oh, it's building at least 1 mill and bakery up here. Well, anyway, oh, it's building, yeah, it also built like 2 mints, great. So, let's just try one last time. So we have to jump to like game frame 50,000. So let's see what's the end result. So we had game from 35,000, 40,000, 45,000, 50,000. And well, it looks better than before. We still have like, oh, it didn't save the map. Well, it's also annoying that the AI destroyed my fortress here. Oh, well, it shouldn't happen. Hopefully. If it can't build like buildings there. So let's try again. Nope, that's the wrong map. Yeah, that's more like it. Although I'd like to have more buildings here, more military buildings, but that's certainly not what the AI likes to. And strangely, this time it didn't build like any mills or bakeries. Which is strange. But it built so many iron smelter. Like really so many. Maybe I should add like a mill and bakery somewhere here, so it at least tries to do it. So it does look at least a bit like the AI actually is able to survive on its own. So... Well, I'm not sure if the AI will just try to find like a spot nearby. So let's just try it. What's happening? So I hope that I get like a bakery and a mill. Or two at least. Oh, and it should build like 2 more worlds then. Well, that didn't work. So let's take like... So let's see. If this now finally allows the AI to build at least some bakers. Well, we have 1 mill, 1 bakery. We have a well. I don't get it, but it now looks at least like the AI is producing its own food. although not perfectly, but well, that's just as good as it will be. So now I decided to change this area up here a bit, because I don't think that it's working so good as it is right now. So let's change it a bit. And I'm hoping to improve this one then. So you need at least some building spots here. So yeah, now this should work a bit better, I hope. Oh, no. Oh, and those can't be mines because otherwise you would be able to mine this gold. So yeah, it's something like this. So now the player should have more options building fortresses up here. Should be easier then. At least easier than before. Okay, so that's it for now. The next thing I wanted to do is adding some objects, and I want to start with something that looks, well, a bit outlandish maybe. So for that I'm using a script I already created for something else, which has this funny object table here, which I will just copy over to my script. And now we want like small smoke. So I'm using this one. So what's the script doing? Well, it's good for adding like static and non-static objects at specific positions. And I only need to input the coordinates, so it's 48, 69, well, I guess 49, 68, 49, 69, and 50, 68, length and all that other stuff is okay. And I also want one large smoke here, which should be like, well, this one, maybe? I'm not sure. So this should be like 5 at 722, 32. They are enabled, they are size 1. So that's okay, speed is okay, and now I just need my draw function, like this one. And let's put it into a custom function. Function animate objects, and we just put our script in here. And now we just put this one into the on-game frame here. And now I just need to check something. Because I think I only need to run this every 8 game frames, since the speed is always 8. So I can do like no, percent %H. So every 8 game frame we want to animate objects. And now this should have like a really cool effect. Nope. Oh. It does not. 613 game. Oh. That's because I'm using the game frame here. So, game frame. It might be doubled, but just to make sure. So let's give DGF into here and restart the game. And now, as you can see, there's smoke. So it looks a bit more like a hot spring or something like that. We should have a large smoke up here. Well, this one looks actually better than this one, doesn't it? Yeah, probably. So let's change the map. Oh, where's my editor? There. So let's remove this one. Nope. Save. And let's change those objects. So this should be just 3. Those get removed. So this is 2. You will be number 1. And at 4869. Okay, so now this should look better. I forgot a comma there. And now this should look much better. Oh, it's not. Why? 49.68. Okay, 48.69. Well, it looks good. Oh, it should be 1. Well, let's add another at 50.70, I think. So now this should look much better. Oops. So the next thing I wanted to add is like some spiky spikes there, which are those in the Miss 1 bobs. So for that, I will add them at the beginning of the game. So I need the file which is 0.1. So because it's Miss 1 bobs, not Miss 0 bobs. So I'm using also the static objects here. Spiky spikes. And now we won't take like file 0xfff, but like file 1. And well, I don't have enough space. We have like, I really like the one which are like taller. So it's like the 4, 6, then maybe also the 0. So, and now I'm just picking like some spots like 12, 116, 13, 118, 12, 118. Well, it's at 1, 2, 10, 115. 1221. Then maybe even one at 16, 117. And maybe another one at 119, 171. So this should now add some spiky spikes. Well, it did add some, but not everywhere. Why is that? Oh, 119? That's probably just 19. Not 119. Yeah, we could add like one other spiky spike here, maybe. So, that's enough spikes. So next thing I want is some broken ships, like 2. I could add them with the map editor, but I, well, don't like that one at sometimes. So I'm adding one at, so, broken ships. And And we take like, so first I need to find those ships. They are in Miss Bob's 0. So it's this file. We put a 0 here for the map file. The ID is 0. And the coordinates is 10, 109. And the other is 115. It's not 100, it's just 15. 125. So now we should have some good looking objects there. Yeah, so now this looks like our ships really crashed like there. Oh, maybe I should move this one up. Oh, let's just keep it as it is. We have some spiky spikes there, which is also great. So now we're thinking, do I need any other objects? Well, those will be removed later, so I don't need them right now. I don't think I want to add like broken ships here. There's that other object I thought about adding, but I'm not really sure where I should put it. Like, I always call it only like water stone, like this one. But it doesn't feel like it does fit anywhere here. So I don't think I want to add it. But I want to add something else, because I've decided to like try and tell the player where he should go, so I'm using this like these broken guardhouses as a trail for player 1, because I think it's important to tell him where he should go. So we take file 2, and now we just need the coordinates, which is 15104. Oh, and make sure we don't use static objects, because well, if I'd use static objects you couldn't place like buildings at that spot. So let's increase game speed. And whenever I reach in the next point, I need to replace some of them. Well, it's funny that I only built like a sawmill and nothing else. So the next guardhouse is at 1399. Well, I'm honest. I think I should change this map. I don't know who said it, but some viewers said that player 1 takes much longer than player 2 because of the stone. And he's probably right, because this stone was really blocking like lots of stuff. So let's save this map. And let's try again. Oh, Well, I used the wrong index. It should be 2, of course. And the second one should be at a different position. So now the next should be at 1496. Yes, maybe at 2051. So let's just set like small hut there. So the next one should be at 1590. I'm really not sure if this does look good in the end, but we will see later. Well, let's add another building spot up there, I think. So between those two fix. So why can't you build there? Now you can. So we have to sadly restart for this change. So what happened? Whoa, what's happening? What? Okay, now I'm confused. Why is there now a broken ship? And why is there still like a guardhouse? 1399. Oh, that's that one. Okay. Wait, it's broken ship? 1496. Oh, that's this one. Oh, did I break it? Damn. I think I broke something. Let's copy this one and press Ctrl Z. Okay, I don't want to change this one. Ctrl Z. Okay, so this should be fixed now. This should be the same now. Yeah, so since this is now a static object, I can't get past it. So now I effectively blocked myself off. Okay. So, why is this ship not anymore where it should be? So, now, the next one should be at 1496. 1496. No more faults, please. Let's jump to like, I don't know, 7,000. So the next one should be at 1590. Next one should be at 2084. So now we need to make further space up here. So this should be the spot. So I can't build here because it's not buildable ground. And it's blocked by stone as well. So let's block another spot so we can build like a guardhouse here. Oh, and now I have to do it again. Yeah, so I want to speed up player 1 a bit. Which seems to work fine right now. So the next one should probably be at like 2580, I think. Because otherwise you'd block your large building here, because there's a large building. that one, and if you build like the guardhouse there, you couldn't build there. So if the player follows my advice, he can build like a storehouse up here. If not, well, then not. So should I improve speed here as well? Well, maybe not. We shouldn't speed up everything, should we? 30, 78. No, not 78. I said 78. So it's probably 78. Yeah, it is. See, because now we could build like a storehouse here to improve transportation speed. And I think I already balanced this spot here. No, I did not. I did not. Well, that's at like a building spot here. Oh, well, maybe just add it here. It should just work as good. But for that you lose some other building spots. So you need to use your quarries more. And let's test it again. I know that I could also calculate it, but I really don't want to. I'm more like someone testing stuff out. So let's find out where we need to go. So this should be the last guardhouse, which should be placed a bit off. Yeah. So the next one should be like at 3177 instead. So the story behind this would be something like, well, landslides destroyed defensive buildings, something like that. I don't know yet. And we should probably follow those trails and rebuild them. So it's something like that. I think so. It's 3672. So let's put one at 3466, which will be the last one on that path, and one up here, 38, 65. Oh, and I have now a pretty good idea. I will just place one here and say something like, well, looks like the landslide also closed like this gap. So it's 4076. And just note trigger for message if occupied. Alright, so that's that. So this should be anything that I'd required for my scripting. Oh, and it looks like I broke an II. But how could that happen? Oh no, what happened here? I'm enabling a guardhouse? Why is that? Yeah, this should have been a gold mine there. So, and why did you now fail to build like a mine here? Well, that's not a mining spot, is it? Why did that work before? It's 5227. What did I change? 4229 for my coal mines. Yeah, that should still work. 4433. So why does that no longer work? So the one AI is doing what I'd like it to and the other is not. Well, let's see what this AI is doing. So let's see what's happening here. So now it built an iron mine, okay. not build a gold mine, okay. So now it's just so it also builds like a coal mine. Oh, I'm an idiot, I think. I forgot that the AI will destroy the coal mine because I still haven't enabled like inexhaustible mines. So that's the only reason. Let's just make sure. Great, so this AI is still working as expected. So great, now AIs are working as expected. I fixed some areas so they should work better. I've added some objects to make this map look more special. And yeah, I think that's it so far. And next time, player scripting. It shouldn't be that much anymore, since I only need to, like on occupied, I need to remove these blockers. Well, this blocker and the other blocker. And if this AI is defeated, I also need to remove this blocker. And then I need to add messages. And last but not least, I need to move anything that's happening here to events. So yeah, well, thanks for watching. Hope this has been like interesting for someone.